Hey guys, Gryph here. I wanted to make a video to kind of update on the cast on crit Bladefall Blade Blast Scion, my Burning Vengeance character. And this information also pertains a lot to the Burning Witch, cast on crit Volatile Dead as well, as they share a lot of the same mechanics with cast on crit, etc. Obviously, a lot of people think cast on crit is dead because of the mana cost, and I'm here to tell you it is not. It is very much alive, but it does take some finagling to make it work. So, we'll start by looking at the passive tree. Because we are a self-hitting build with Eye of Innocence and Self-Ignite, we're dealing damage to ourselves constantly. So the first layer of mana recovery that I wanted to implement for 2 points is Battle Roost. 10% of damage taken is recouped as mana. This isn't necessary to have, but it is very nice and comes with a sizable increased mana pool, which helps. Additionally, because I can path around this area of the tree as a Scion, which you do not get with the Witch, so keep that in mind, I do get access to the Tireless Wheel, which is 15% reduced cost of skills. Take 2 points for Righteous Decree for another 9% reduced cost of skills. That is 24% reduced. The Buuut enchant, because again, we are self-hitting, 18% reduced mana cost of skills. That brings us to 42% reduced cost of skills. That's a mouthful. And lastly, Replica Conqueror's efficiency for non-channeling skills have -9 to total mana cost. You can also get this mod on a ring. You can do both. I only have the jewel, but you could have a rare ring with this mod. It's a temple mod with mana and this, and that'll really just drive your mana costs down. Now, I also happen to have a ring that has mana gain for each enemy hit by your spells. I don't think this mod is necessary, but it is useful and helpful. And if you combine that with something like Ball Lightning on cast some damage taken, you can kind of see where this is going. So I have no mana issues on this character. I can even do no regen maps without a mana flask. Now on the Volatile Dead character, you don't have the ability to come down here to Tireless. So if you are playing the Burning Witch or want to play the Burning Witch, things that you really want to make sure you do is you want to switch to Essence Glutton, which is the ascendancy for mana. That'll give you a nice healthy chunk of mana regen. And then you do want to pick up this Replica Conqueror's efficiency for the -9 to mana costs. If you do travel over to the shadow side of the tree, you can pick up Mind Drinker for the 0.4% of attack damage leached as mana. This is also relevant if you want to play like Cospreys, because generic attack damage leached as mana will work if you have a reasonable amount of damage on your Cyclone. So like I've got 24k DPS, 1500 to almost 3k fire damage to leech mana if I wanted to, because Martyr of Innocence just has a lot of damage on it. Things like Anger will also enhance that if you're using like Replica Dusk Dawn instead of Martyr of Innocence on the Burning Witch, and so on. If you have Thread of Hope, you could put it here. You can get one of these life nodes. Both of these are covered by a large Thread of Hope. So you can still take these with that. Overall, it is a power, everything's a power drop, and everyone got nerfed, and that's okay. So, all that said, I wanted to show you kind of what the state of the build is in after the nerfs with my current gear, which some of it's really good. I got very lucky on the Martyr of Innocence. I 6-linked this with 28 fuses and like 30 jewelers. I was like, yeah, okay, I guess I'm gonna make this thing. You only need a 5-link on the chest. You don't need a 6-link. If you don't have a 5-link, if you have a 4-link, you can use Casual Channeling on the Cyclone. That way you don't have to worry about the critical strikes. Your 5th link being increased critical strikes. But if you wanted to say like a 4-link staff and a 4-link chest and to do Bladefall Blade Blast, you can do that with Cyclone, Casual Channeling instead of Cast on Crit, Spell Cascade, and Bladefall. That works. I did that for a while until I was able to 5-link the chest and add the increased critical strike support. I have very close to 100% critical strike chance tooltip when I have all my power charges up, which I get from my Ascendancy. because I went Assassin this time around instead of Pathfinder for the free elusive, the free crit chance, and the free power charge on crit. So that said, we're going to go ahead. We're going to do a tier 10 Drox. And just to kind of showcase what the damage looks like now. Like, I don't have, level 19 gems. I do have the 6 link. This inspiration should probably be, like, added fire or something else. It does trigger, but it takes, 4 or 5 seconds to actually get it all the way up, because I don't have inspiration anywhere else. So I'm like pseudo-acting on a 5 link here. Speaking of inspiration, if you are on the Burning Witch, use it. You will need to use that in your 6 link setup to get the additional reduced costs to even stand a chance at keeping your mana sustained. So keep that in mind. I am not overcapped on resists enough to deal with the elemental weakness, so we're just gonna roll with it. Should be noted that I am taking more damage as a result from the self-inflicted fire damage. Things that I still need to upgrade. I still need the Glorious Vanity for Corrupted Soul, and I still need a Thread of Hope. Those are like my next 2 big ticket items that I needed to buy, which will help a ton in my sustain and tankiness. We're gonna skip this for now.
Hurry, there are monsters about.
Also, the new MTX is freaking gorgeous.
Wasted so much time trying to enforce the law. Those rules were nothing but a game. Force of arms!
Alright, and there you have it. Obviously, the damage is nothing compared to what it was last league when I was reaching over 70 million DPS on the fully min-max version of this character. Specifically, that character now does like 25 million instead, given the AoE nerfs to Blade Blast and all the support gem nerfs, etc. The character is still very strong, very powerful, and very fun to play. So hey, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. Please consider hitting a like and subscribe. It always helps and, boosts my self-esteem. Ha ha ha. And yeah, if you have any questions regarding the build, feel free to hit me up. PM in the forums, links to the guide in the description. All right, we're going to go ahead. We're going to insert a catchy phrase here, and peace out.